Be back, baby. Hold on, wait. Got it in the camera. Shit. Let me close these other apps. There we go. We in this thing, y'all. We in this thing. Before I really say anything about the title of this video, I just want to say thank you all for being here. Gratitude to you. I love you. Let's have an amazing day today. Today is December 6th, 5th? December 5th. Trust yourself. Trust yourself, man. And just like yesterday, because I do this every day on my own, so I don't mind doing it with y'all. I got 2 tea messages from the tea bags I used today, and I'm gonna read them to you in a second. And because this is early live, this is my breakfast and other stuff too. This is just like some a piece of bread with some butter and cinnamon on top, and it is hitting. No doubt. Woo! All right. Let me finish chewing. Okay. So the first one says, let your thoughts give hope, guidance, and upliftment to all. The second one says, trust your identity, be in touch with your reality. Trust your identity, trust your reality. Ah! Man, that shit was good. Trust your identity, be in touch with your reality. I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory. I didn't know what the hell I was gonna talk about today. But the funny thing was, yesterday after I finished my live and I was at work, I was like, oh, I can talk about this, I can talk about that. Oh, but I'm just like, the spirit within me was like, just take your time, relax. Everything will come as it goes. And that's why the title of this video is Trust Yourself. I was talking to my baby cousin today. She got like tests for her classes today. And I was just simply telling her, like, don't stress over the test you're gonna take today, because your intuition is strong. You're a smart girl. Believe in yourself and everything will be okay. And because I have the ability to hear people's thoughts without really trying to hear people's thoughts, when I told her that, it was like I kept replaying it in my own head. But I'm like, this is not me hearing this. I must be hearing her replaying what I just said in her head, back to back to back. And in my opinion, that's good because I'm giving you an affirmation. I'm giving you something that can uplift your spirit when you are kind of like, you know, almost stressing over a test. And we've all been teenagers before. If there are teenagers watching this, you know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? So, I made a video yesterday doing like a split video, which is when you take a part of a TikTok video and then you make your own version of it while keeping their part in the video for like 5 seconds. And this guy named Spiritual Melly 777, he was saying how 2024 you need to do these things. One of them was get rid of negative people, eat healthy, get rid of anything you're not using anymore. And one of the things I did a stitch or split to was the diet. I got an avocado bagel, and this shit is about to hit. And I'm about to get into this diet stuff because I don't even like the word diet. Just the way you eat is important because everything is energy. Everything is vibration. We should all know now when you eat any type of meats, whether it's chicken, shrimp, turkey, bacon, beef, ham, lamb, whatever, you're consuming a dead frequency. So that frequency is not alive. It's not keeping you lively, but it can give you information from the dead. And there's a lot of energies that connect to the dead, just like how there's a lot of energies that connect to life. But life and death connect together, because without life ain't no death. Without death ain't no life. Without light ain't no darkness. Without darkness ain't no light. So I challenge everybody to do this. Every month, give me a second. Damn! Damn, it's busting. Sheesh. So, every month, everyone who's watching this, or either from right now in the present or in the future, every month you need to take a 5 to 7 day fast with either fruits or just tea. I've been doing it for the past 2 months now, so basically I've only done it twice. And what this does is it regulates your body and releases toxins. It's hard for your body, your spirit, your mental, your emotional body, your aura bodies to release any toxic energy if you're always consuming something, which is like, imagine you have spit in a cup and that spit is mucus. If you keep pouring water all over that spit, you ain't gonna really get it out. You're gonna have to pour the whole water out. So that's the case for when you are fasting once a month, either doing just a fruit fast or a liquid fast. Your liquid fast can be smoothies, teas, or just water. Or like juicer drinks. Like if you have a juicer at home, definitely make juices. But do not drink any processed drinks, any processed anything. It's already bad enough. Half the fruit that we get from the store is GMO, unless you get it from a food market. And even still then, I can't even trust that 100%. But the point of the matter is that the fruits you eat and the drinks you drink matters. And depending on what or how much toxins is in your body, when you do this fast, you're going to be releasing a lot. And you may even have more energy because the stagnant energy that was there, it freed up. The first time I ever did a water fast, it was like for 3 days. Now, because it was my first time fasting, I wasn't as disciplined. Like I woke up and ate toast, but I had water the whole day. So I utilized the toast as like at least something density-wise, something a little bit heavy, just so I don't feel like, just so I can prevent me getting lightheaded or anything like that, even though that's good. Being lightheaded when you're fasting, that means anything that was stagnant in your mind, that was kind of keeping you together, but it's stagnant, it's released. And since it's released, you're going to feel lightheaded a little bit, but after that lightheadedness, you're going to feel more in tune with yourself. It's the same thing when you do like aggressive breathing. Like if you do that, you will end up getting a little bit lightheaded. But it's good because you're allowing your body to regulate itself and release toxins. I gotta spit. I don't like when I have to spit while driving. It's annoying. Hold my nose though. Red light. Pistol at the party don't seem right. It really don't though. I understand you, Broadway. Pistol at the party don't seem right. What you got a pistol at the party for? Have fun. Shit. Let me not lose my train of thought. When you are fasting, it is important to work out. It is important to do breath work. It is important to stretch. line. It was a little moving too close. If you've never gotten whole wheat bagels, I suggest you get some, toast it, get you an avocado. Slice 1/2 of that avocado. I said avocado. Avocado. Put it on this bread and put it on the other bread after you toast it with some seasoning. What? You're gonna feel the same thing I'm feeling right now. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna say about fast food. 33 and 99. I love it. Probably the right time for me to stop anyway. Trust yourself. I may say this a lot in this video. Trust yourself. There's been many times where, because I am a Scorpio and Scorpios deal a lot with the mental, and the mental can also be like an omniverse of the solar plexus. Shout out my boy Chaotic Love for dropping that download. I need to meditate with that information too. And that's one thing. Side note, any information y'all get, right, if you're listening to a lecture, reading a book, or whatever, before you truly believe in this system, the reason why I'm able to believe in the system he gave as a download is because I understand it. I get it from an intellectual level, intellectual level. Now I need to overstand it, so experience it on a larger scale. When y'all are getting information, you need to sit with yourself and really ask yourself questions that has to do with that information and how it reflects to your life. Because I too, hold on, let me chill. I'm not gonna eat and talk. At least when my mouth is full, I'm not gonna do that. When you get information and it just kind of makes you feel like you're gaining something from the information, yes, your spirit needs it, your soul needs it. But if you're listening to something and you're either working out, you're running, like, I don't know how people can work out and listen to a lecture or listen to books. I just can't do that. I'm gonna have to stop after every set to reflect what I just heard. Because when I'm working out, I need to hear a beat, my own breath, which also can also be my own heartbeat. Your heart is in your lungs, so that's why I said breath and heartbeat. You have to, at least for me, let me, I'm moving too fast. For me, I can't listen to a lecture and work out because my focus is feeling my body and moving, not listening. You're not really gonna intake everything while working out. Now, if you want to let it to seep in your subconscious and then you revisit it later, then that's cool. But I just can't work out and do that. But the point of the matter is, what I'm centering around is that we have to, as people, whatever information we receive, rather if it's from other people, videos, lectures, whatever, we need to ask ourselves, does this really make sense to us? Is this something that I can truly agree with? Because what you believe in is what your reality ends up becoming. And that's you on a constant state. Subconsciously, things is gonna already happen regardless of what you consciously believe in. The problem is though, when you close your conscious self off away from your subconscious beliefs, which is the belief of everything and nothing all at once, then you also, when you don't believe in anything consciously, you close yourself off from the abundance of the universe. So like, I can't fully understand somebody who is who don't believe in nothing. Truthfully, someone who doesn't believe in nothing doesn't believe in themselves. That's honestly what it is. And even those who only believe in Jesus and the Bible, they believe in something outside of them. Now, if you believe in Jesus and the Bible, but also believe in how your part in life plays also a role in what God does for not only you, but other people, then you believe in yourself and the Bible. Now, as far as me, I believe in, like I just said earlier, everything. I believe in everything. I also believe in nothing. Anything I don't want to believe in is something that doesn't sit right with my spirit. Anything I do believe in is something that I either alchemize to allow my spirit to believe, or I listen to shamans and lecturers and teachers who taught this information, and I reflected it back to myself, which is doing shadow work. You got to ensure that whatever you put your energy towards is actually feeding you back. It's allowing you to if you give energy out, you got to be able to receive. You got to. And if you're not receiving, you're doing something wrong. And that's even a message to myself. Trust yourself. I told you I'm gonna just do that shit a couple times. I may just yell it, because that needs to be something that seeps into our subconscious for real. We need to trust ourselves. We need to trust our intuition. We need to trust our ancestors. We need to trust in our powers. We need to trust in our ability to understand reality. We need to trust our ability to be emotionally intelligent. We need to trust our ability to be mentally powerful, mentally clear. We need to trust these abilities. And we need to trust being able to protect ourselves. I'm actually so grateful that I'm doing this every day. This is day 2, but it feels like day 10. And because, like, I know every word I say matters. And the one thing I can always appreciate is when I can express myself without feeling like I'm being judged by myself. Because real talk, the worst judgment anyone can receive is one from themselves and one from their parents or someone they truly love. So, like, if your partner says something very detrimental and you rely on your partner's opinion and what you decide to do, and they say something to you that's judgmental, it's gonna hurt you. The same thing with your parents, the same thing with yourself. Excuse me. Excuse me. And even like just then, me burping just now, that's confirmation. Plus the food I'm eating. That's a double entendre. One of the things I'm hearing is that it's hard to trust ourselves sometimes when we're impulsive. When we go with the first thought that comes to mind. And I feel like that's an old philosophy that my grandma even used to tell me. You know, the first thought is usually God. And the second thought is the devil. Without the God and devil having their interaction, the humans wouldn't be at the level of where we at right now. Let that sink in. Because you can say whatever you want about Eve, Adam, but to even get deeper or wider in the picture, the God of the story and the devil of the story had an agreement to have this interaction happen. Now, in other stories as well, Enlil and Enki are the gods of the creation of what the human beings are, because the Anunnaki itself is a scientific group of extraterrestrials, and these scientific group of extraterrestrials are very, very intelligent, and one can be more loving than the other. suggest everybody who hasn't learned about what the Anunnaki is, y'all should listen to, I forgot what the YouTube channel is, but they have their own, not their own, but they have like an animated story of what the Anunnaki are. Now this animated story, it's like an hour and 30 minutes long. They depict the Anunnaki as more light-skinned, but they're dark as fuck. Dark like me and you that is watching. Or some of them may even be light. But majority of them are dark. And what I want to say is that we have to study all of these religions. Because real talk, all of these religions are connected in some way. But here's the easiest way to do it. You just came right in. So first, you take somebody who's learned the Bible for a year or two. You take somebody who's learned the Quran. You take somebody who's learned the Buddha, the Jerusalem Bible, all the stories. God damn it! Someone who studied all of them, while there's one for each religion. Someone who studied them, and then one person who's willing to ask questions about all of them. Me. Because we need to be able to put all of these stories together with timelines as well too, because time is of the essence, meaning time itself is what holds a lot of things together. If you don't know what time you're in, you can't fathom the reality you're in. If I was to travel to 1853 but I still think it's 2015, I'm gonna be lost. I'm gonna be fucked up. I'm gonna be in a whole nother, you know what I'm saying, diaphragm, because I don't know what it's like to be mentally and emotionally in the space of the 1800s. And because I'm so used to, like, think about 2015 to kind of like right now. In those time, and how long ago was that? 8 years ago. 8 years ago, the only difference between life then and now is that we have more technology. And because we have more technology, it is easier to get things done. What took 10 minutes in 2015 can take 3 minutes now. So they sped up time and how we could do things in 7 minutes. So if you go from what took us 10 minutes in 2015 all the way to 1839, that 10 minutes probably expanded out to 100 years. And because you're so used to that 10 minutes, it may take you 100 years to really figure it out, what you're really trying to do or what inventions you're willing to make at that time to make life better, with the best things that surround it. So how this connects to religion is that we have to connect all the timelines of what these religions are and connect them to the history of the planet. When we are able to truly know our past, we can really perfect our present. And I'm not saying perfect like we are perfect, but I'm gonna get into that in a second. When we know our past, we can understand our present and project a better future. Everyone says no one's perfect. I truly believe everyone's perfect in their own way. Perfection is whatever you want it to be. Think of the word perfect. Per is like a person. Each person has their ability to do something in this world. And fact is like the second half of affect. So every person affects reality in some way, shape, or form. And because every person affects reality, we are all perfect in some way, shape, or form. We are all perfect in some way, shape, or form. yourself. Trust yourself. Yes, I'm yelling, and I'm not sorry I'm yelling. I'm not sorry I'm yelling. I'm not sorry. If you ain't listened to that song, I'm not sorry, go listen to that. Oh, shit. I'm not sorry. I do not apologize for being super different. Pretty soon, y'all, man, I'm going to be doing previews to my song On My Lives. I may start a little bit next week or the week after. I'm gonna get my other phone fixed so I can have two phones I can use at the same time. And truthfully, the other phone is just so I can have the sound on in the background while I'm live, rather some frequency, lo-fi beats, because those are the two things that keep me kind of centered and keep me aligned with self when I'm doing all the things I'm doing physically. So, yeah, that's coming soon. That is coming soon. That is coming soon. Trust yourself, y'all. Trust yourself. You know, oftentimes I really do make acronyms for everything. So let's do trust. What is an acronym for trust? T, transmute. Transmute. R, relate. Transmute and relate. U, universal spirit transmissions. I damn near forgot what it was already. Okay, trust. Transmute, relatable, universal spirit transmissions. What the hell does that mean? How does that connect? Well, when you transmute something, you're taking whatever's given to you and you're turning it into something that you can use for yourself. So transmute is the same thing as transforming. Think of a transformer. The car, my car can be a transformer, but once it transmutes the energy, it could turn into something else. It can, you feel me? And what's the other one? What's the other one? Relate. When you transmute something and you make it relatable to others, that means other people can understand what you're transmuting. Other people can utilize the information that you're giving. Universal. All beings. Universe is the universe. All beings. And even think of the word universe. Universe. And uni is like one. Verse is like a verse to a song. So that's that. Excuse me. A lot of my songs gonna be very universal. I can't wait to drop them. But you know, I gotta do it I gotta do it step by step, because I don't want to just to drop a song and only 15 people really listen to it. I'm not doing that shit no more. What I'm gonna do is whatever song I decide to step it, I'm going to goddamn promote that song for probably like 2-3 weeks before I even drop it. I need at least over 1,000 to I need at least 15,000 people to know I'm about to drop a song before I drop it. At least 15,000. And I'm gonna put money behind this shit too. Apples. I'm eating a very good diet. What the fuck? You see moments like that, how I just question what I said? We gotta do that. We gotta do that. I'm having a very good balanced breakfast, because I just went from the toast with the bread and cinnamon, which was very, I didn't eat that. That was impulsive. Now that bagel with the avocado, boy, I'm gonna make another one of them, no cap. And then apples to end it off. I got my 3 cups of teas like last time, and I got my bowl of fruit in there. We lit. We just bought some mangoes or something. I go to the store. Buy some mangoes. So, transmute. Taking the information and giving it to those around you that can relate to your universal truth. And because your spirit is what's transmuting it, it is a spirit transmission. TRUST. Transmute, relatable, universal spirit transmissions. bit deeper when I say trust yourself. Yourself. Your cells. Your soul. Your spirit. These are all part of yourself. You see, as we are having a human experience while being a spirit and or soul, for those who may not have a soul but has a spirit, it's okay. We are having a human experience while also elevating our spirit and soul. And during this process, you gotta recognize that life has no rules. You make the rules. You see, our parents gave us rules when we was growing up in the household, because guess what? It's their house. They bought the house. As kids, we really don't have as much freedom with our creativity as much as we really want to, because the very first thing is we didn't know how to. We didn't know how to be more creative than we already are. We just kind of went with the flow. That's okay. But as you go into a teenager, you start to recognize that, hold up, I don't like this shit. No, I'm not gonna do what you tell me to do. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. That's when you start to have your own individuality. That's when you start to recognize, like, nah, I don't like that. I don't like that. And when you start to hit your late teens and your 20s, in your late teens, I'm gonna go there first. In your late teens, that's when you start to figure out, what is it I really want to do in this life? Like, what am I here to do? Because I know all the shit I went through as a kid, all the things I went through as a teenager, them shits mattered in some way, shape, or form. So what am I really here to do? That's the late teens. Now, some people don't figure that shit out to their late, excuse me, into their late 20s, possibly, because people spend their time around others, having other people's dreams be part of their reality instead of trying to figure out their own dreams in this reality to live in their teenage years. This is so good. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. When you get to your 20s, that's when you start to figure out, all right, I know what I need to do. How am I going to get there? And one of the things I am learning as a big lesson right now, and it's becoming a blessing because I'm appreciating the process on a bigger scale now, is that real shit, depending on who you are around, depending on how much you believe in yourself, and also depending on how big of a blessing or how big of a mission or purpose that you have in this world, it is going to take time. It is going to be a minute. Like, for instance, when I first started to hear Lil Russell, his songs, I had went to every artist that I listen to that's new, I go to see when did they first drop their very first album. His very first album was 2017. 2017. That is almost 7 years ago. And now he's at a point where everybody, I mean, I would say even last year, 6 years after he dropped his first album, 5 to 6 years, god damn it. 5 to 6 years since he first started his first album, that's when he really began to truthfully start to see the fruits of his labor. Now I will say, because we are in a time where technology is more abundant than anything else, damn near more abundant than love in some people, but not I. Shit. I love love. We have to recognize that if we use technology correctly, everything that you desire can come quicker. But then think about this. Just as fast as it comes is as quick as it's gonna go. Now, yes, you can try to do the best you can to maintain the ship that you on, which is your greatness. However, like I just said, the fast it comes is the quickest it can go. The only thing that can keep it afloat is if you are investing into something that can keep it floating. Like, I have songs that I know can change people's lives. I have songs I know that can have people just bump their head. I have songs that have people like sit and actually think about life. And that's what I want my songs to do, because it's going to make you question. It's going to help you reveal what is within you that you've been running away from. And because I used to run away from my own issues and problems, I know what it's like to run away from the bullshit. But you gotta deal with the bullshit because you're the bull handling your shit. The bull is simply no other than a stubborn energy, which can be also grounding energy, like a tree that won't move. That can be looked at as stubborn, like a person that won't move. And then even think about it like this. Shit is also an acronym that I made myself as well. I want to see if y'all can guess it. Shit represents supreme healing in time. Supreme healing in time. It can also mean supreme hero in time, or super healer in time. It's whatever it is matched with you at the moment. So I'm gonna read these two again. Because I'm at work now. I'm at my destination. Let your thoughts give hope, guidance, and upliftment to all. Trust your identity. Be in touch with your reality. Ashe! Trust yourself. That was kind of a crack. Let me do it one more time. Trust yourself. Yeah. That was nasty. I ain't like that one. No lot of weakness in that motherfucker. All right, y'all. I love you. I appreciate you. See you in the next one. Peace out.